You have to travel.
Can I ask a question? Not to cut into your story, but
yeah, go ahead.
Bring an interesting point. Do you think that the information that was obtained through people getting connections to the internet, do you think the internet ruined games in a sense?
If I may interrupt, after Rob's done, can I put my 2 cents in that?
All right, I'll try to.
Go ahead and put your 2 cents in. I'll be right back.
We're gonna get into that.
We're
gonna get into a minute.
We're
gonna hit that hard in a second.
Yeah.
So Rob, finish your story. We're gonna hit on the SRP thing in a minute. So finish your story on Rob. Or is that it?
I doubt that's it. That wasn't 40 minutes.
Rob? I think Rob died, but that's cool. You come back to it. Anyway, yeah, like Juan was saying, man, like introduction of the internet and the introduction of sharing information from SRK.
Oh yeah, like
look. Leon, stop shaking your head.
Everybody's got a grimace on their face.
Because
not to cut in, but before, the information you was getting about a fighter was from the locals, people who were making VHS tapes. That was mad rare.
But you found them
watching Mad Rambats.
Yeah. It's like, this shit was,
The game itself.
But this shit was like so, like, underground, gritty. You had to fucking, like, remember when people were first playing Zelda and they were fucking creating fucking maps?
Yeah.
Just like going through every part of the game and
people were writing out maps.
Yeah, like that's how the information was obtained. It was very hard.
Yeah.
And then once people, the economy started boosting and people had internet, it was like, okay, stuff you wanted to figure out. Boom. 5 seconds.
Just like you could have a character's tech in front of you in 5 seconds.
Brain data.
I don't think it's different. I just think it's cleaner. You know what I mean? Like, it opened up, like, let's say you did this map, right? Only people that are going to see it is going to be your friends and a few other people. It's strictly word of mouth. Somebody still has to make that Zelda map for us to put it on the internet.
Yeah. Somebody's
still doing it, but the whole world is going to see it now. Let's talk about SRK real quick. SR fucking K.
Did you need the fucking internet?
I learned the hard way. When I started playing really, really hard with these guys, I mean, we all got together. It was like 10 of us. I think we was in either Berto's house or Leon's house. Leon's cramped ass room.
That was the last.
I think he had like 2 TVs in his house too, and he had these old ass PS1 controllers that we used to play with on PS2. So
that's when niggas could not afford sticks.
So when I these are my friends, so I was like, okay, I gotta get into this shit. I gotta learn. These dudes put me in a corner with Beyond's like 10-inch fucking TV with Scanlons in it, and then put me in training in Dirt Strike and did Akuma Hadoukens. It was like, parry this. You can't play this until you parry one like 10 in a row. I still remember that story, and that's how I learned. Like, this dude teaching me straight up, straightforward, hard ass shit. Now it's like, I want to be in this. Let me not use tutorial. Let me go on SRK real quick. Find the cheapest bread and butter you can get. Woo! And then spam it. Cause it's like, there's no, like me, I don't do bread and butters. I'm random as fuck when I play. You know what I mean? I have no strategy. It's bad, but I fly by fight. You know what I mean? So I learned how to play that, and then when I play more than one set, I learned people's moves like, fuck you, Ken, flash and stomp. I'm not gonna fall for that every time. Anyway, that was fun, Now just looking up shit is just like, that's all I need now. It's kind of taking out the work.
That's what I'm saying. It's not even just the work. It takes out the discovery. Like you used to play fighting games and you used to just discover things like, yo, that links to that, or you could block that if you do that, or that leaves you on negative edge. Like, you didn't know that so instant. Like, you found that out.
Niggas actually had tech back then.
You felt hot for finding that out because you're like, oh, now I know this, or I just learned something.
Like the day thing I learned Makoto baby punches.
And you would also have the feeling like you discovered it yourself. Not like somebody else discovered it and passed it along.
I was like, you walk in a room with your boys and show this hot ass shit.
Yeah.
You're like, what's up, son?
Oh, that links to that? Oh.
Like when Dario showed me Berto house.
Man came in like your win streak is done.
Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
Oh, like the internet, man, it's like a double-edged sword. because it helped a lot of people who were, there are a lot less, people are better at fighters now because of the internet.
It's still scrub.
It's still scrubs, but everybody's better.
Yeah, everybody got better because of that. But it also made it too easy. Because now you don't got to go to training. You can just go SRK frame links and just...
Listen, I will say this. It may have seemed like it gotten better for people, but I can do stuff that people can't do. And in places like on the Vampire Savior, I know links and chains that nobody else knows.
Because we played the game.
Wait. And another thing, it doesn't. What the internet does sometimes, it discourages people to go out and discover things for themselves.
Yeah.
Because you can learn frames, you can learn what you can learn what frames are, you can learn frame data all day, but there are still glitches in the game, like road canceling. Yeah. There's still glitches in the game in people's hitboxes that are yet undiscovered. You just have to. What these people that actually do when they pro fight is they go into training camps and they go into laboratories and they figure all of this stuff out by actual play.
Yeah, but like
that's the best players. Those are the best players.
Example though. Not even that long ago, like 2 days ago, I'm on Week Game, right? I'm in this topic, and I forgot what game we was talking about, but we ended up talking about Street Fighter, and I'm telling somebody in there, I'm like, yo, vanilla is better than AE. And they were like, nah, or some shit. And I'm like, no, it's better than AE, I just like it better because of the shenanigans. I think AJ was in that topic too, and he was posting stuff in there. Anyway,
I posted the video.
Yeah.
The vanilla was awesome video.
Topic. He's like, oh, well, it was better because such and such and such and such, and it had more supers, and it's better. I'm like, nah, I just prefer vanilla to AE because of what's in there. And he's like, nah, I prefer
the stupid links. The stupid links.
Yeah, exactly. The dumb links. And he's like, they add this stuff.
The dumb links that, take away like 32%, 40%, turns the game into Mortal Kombat 9 or some shit.
I like that kind
ballerina
of stuff.
kicks.
Sagat ballerina kicks, man. But they added, he's telling me that they added stuff and made it better. Like a character like Sakura, I play Sakura, and he's like, oh, but in AE they added that she now has cross-up medium kick, and they added that in Super Street Fighter 4. I'm like, no, that's in vanilla. And he's like, no, it's not in vanilla. They added it in Super Street Fighter 4. I'm like, that's in vanilla. I've been doing it all day. It's just not a simple thing to do, and it takes actual timing in that game. He's like, it's not in there. I actually got so mad I had to go make a video of vanilla to show this man that it's in vanilla if you play the game and look for it. Like, people aren't looking for anything anymore. They're looking for stuff people discovered.
And then this dude just shows up out of nowhere. He's like, you know shit's bad when I have to make a video just to show somebody that this shit exists.
They either look for things that other people discovered, or they're being told what to know. Like, they're not actually looking, that's not in there, okay. Because this dude said
That is legitimately my problem with, like, new players that are just reading shit all the time. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I read shit all the time, but that's only because, like, I live in a remote-ass country with remote-ass niggas that do not play this game at the standard that I want to see it played. So, if someone posts information, I will look for that shit. But at the same time, I'm saying that I gotta find my own shit, because if somebody's out there reading this and downloading it, and I still gotta find mix-ups that work on them. But other people don't think like that. That's the whole, like, that's the sad thing about the whole 09 era and all these guides and shit. It's like, people think that fighters are so linear to this extent where, oh, because this shit doesn't link with this shit, I can't do this. And then when somebody does, like, shit like medium kick with Ryu into medium kick again, they're like, what the fuck?
Listen, a learned fighter is a smart fighter. But what you shouldn't do is shouldn't go on YouTube and go on these other places and see what people do in combos and actually put that in your repertoire and say, this is what I know. You know, what you should do is if you see something and they do it, you try to go and expand it. That was the basis behind Team Red Eye. You know, I have this kid on my team, for instance, and he plays Marvel. And he's really good at Marvel. And he'll go and say, oh, yeah, well, somebody did this. Well, I just showed how to do it better. That's what I'm talking about. Actually, having the base knowledge is fine. You know, going and learning the combo that somebody has is fine. I'll give you an example. King of Fighters 13.
Oh,
right?
God.
King of Fighters 13 is fantastic. Let me tell you why. It's because people go on there. Not a lot of people go on there and make combo videos of King of Fighters 13. But when King of Fighters 13 came out, they actually released fighter combo videos. This is what the company did. They released combo videos showing the potential of each character. From there, that person can build a base on the basic stuff and then go forward. When you know how to take basic information, process it, and then build upon it, is when you become a good fighter.
Yeah, but the problem is not like from what's
Rob,
it's the creativity. You know? Like people
nobody's
like
original.
Yeah, people.
That's the
you know, like you used to have. Everybody used to level up as a community. Like a lot of people play different characters, right? So
and that's what
people that play your character. And that's what all the things that your character can do, and you learn what other people know that your character can do. But you also go home, you get the lab, and you come up with shit that you like to do, or things that are easier.
That's the difference between a casual player and someone who plays seriously.
Yeah, people
with
like
strategy.
Right
that's the difference. That's the difference. You have fan casual players, and then you have people like me who will sit down for a number of hours to come up with a new way to do something and whoop somebody's ass with it. That's just and I don't want to hear anybody coming at me saying, "Oh, I'm a great fighter when I play," and they've never played anybody that's sitting next to them. Because when you do shit online shit, there's some shit you can do online that you cannot never do against a person sitting next to you. Because of factors like bandwidth and lag. There are combos in Street Fighter that are purely online combos.
Yeah.
There are things in Marvel that you can purely do online. You can't get that link off next to a person. So you start to forge your own blade in your own way when you fight against somebody next to you. And that was the purity behind arcades. Is that you knew how to whoop somebody's ass sitting next to you, but the online shit even our old school players who play Third Strike. Our old school players play Third Strike, you know for a fact there's shit people are doing online you just can't fucking do next to another person. And no way in hell you can do it next to another person. There are a lot of good fighters online. They're doing some real cool shit, but when they get their eyes real awoken when they go to Evo and any of these other places, ain't never fought nobody sitting next to them. That's just how it is, man.
Yeah, there are a lot of shoryus that you cannot do offline in Third Strike.
Yeah, you can't triple shoryu offline.
Yeah, no way. And hit them? Nah, no.
Rob.
What's up?
You remember White Gun V2?
Yeah.
You guys know about White Gun V2, right?
What was that?
White Gun?
White Gun is a Street Fighter 4 Ibuki player that played solely online and practiced.
Yep.
And then he made it to, I believe, winners finals and played against an actual tournament player, seasoned tournament player, and got double perfected the entire set.
He got butt raped. It wasn't even funny.
He got exposed.
Like, he didn't even get exposed. It just wasn't nobody expecting him to do good. Because he was an online player only.
It was really unfortunate because, like, even the commentators was just talking shit about this guy. It's like, he doesn't even know what the fuck he's doing. All kinds of shit they're saying. It's like...
Because it's true.
It is true. I mean...
They shouldn't talk shit about it. But somebody should have set this young man down and said, "Hey, cuz, you gotta...
You about to get your ass whooped.
You need to spend a lot of time tonight in a hotel playing people in casuals. Playing other fighters in casuals. You need to sit down and just watch and go play casuals because you're gonna realize there's some shit you just can't do." I mean, look at Wolfcrone. I believe when Wolfcrone stood up against Ricky Ortiz, that he was thinking, "Oh shit, that's some chip shit that he's doing online all the time with Vipes." Ricky Ortiz said, "Sit your ass down."
With a pad.
I just ended up for
Respectable Chrome.
Well, I'm not gonna talk about that. Listen, in regards to pad and arcade stick, you play with what you can play with. I can't play with pad because I'm used to playing in arcade because I'm old as fuck.
I play with pads.
That
I
shit
play
has
both.
been done.
I play both.
Argument
Yeah,
has been over with.
I don't like that, but there's still people like, oh,
But people still believe it.
Yeah,
There are
people
players
that don't
who believe
respect
it.
the pad.
And there are professional players who still advocate, go buy the Mad Cat stick, it'll make you a better player. That's bullshit. It's like I'm surgical with a shotgun. but I'm not as good with a damn AK-47.
Yeah, and that's like saying if you get an AK, you'll be a better shooter.
Well, that's an opinion. Like, they're not forcing it down. They're not forcing it down your throat.
That's them. But there are people who look down on
Look at you like, yo.
They are forcing it down your throat when they're wearing Mad Cat shirts and the new arcade sticker that Mad Cat logo on it, dog.
That's more like selling.
That's business though. Like,
yeah, it is, and they have to push product in order to keep their sponsorship. I understand that, but to mislead somebody is a con man's game. That's a confidence trick.
Especially if you're making them pay like $400 for something that might just stunt their growth.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Let's not even talk about fucking
they are overpriced.
Mad Cat's track record and how out of nowhere now they're premier for buying.
I remember buying a Mad Cat's controller for Dreamcast. I put it in, I pressed start, and it burned out the controller.
Oh yeah. Mad Cats used to be hot garbage.
It burnt out all 4 slots.
Mad Cats
Mad Cats and Pelican used to be hot garbage.
That shit happened to
I
mine
went
too.
through like 3 Dreamcasts.
Wait, you lost both
You
our
don't
Dreamcasts
remember?
that day?
Yeah, you don't
Oh
remember?
my god.
You trying to take both of them, put them together,
We
and
lost
fix it?
2 Dreamcasts.
I remember
in the same day.
throwing my Dreamcast with 2 Mad Cats controllers down the incinerator.
Oh my god.
I burned off eBay. I'm mad hype. Like, because I have this 4 fucking players. I need more controllers.
Yeah, we were
like,
trying to play Power Stone.
Exactly. Like, it's going to be hot. We was all hype. I plugged it in, put it on. It was like, what is it frozen?
For anyone listening, they don't burn the slot you put them in.
They burn all of them.
slots.
All the ports get burned out and you're done.
Oh my god.
And then back then, there was no custom support. They were
Yeah.
not. They were not.
You use Mad Cats. You use third party. Nope.
Exactly. And Mad Cat was like, huh? No speak English.
That was back when Mad Cats was ass.
No speak English.
All their products was ass.
Talk to AJ. Speak English.
If I could move the discussion a bit away from like Street Fighter, because we all love Street Fighter. Well, most of us.
No, let's not even front, man. Street Fighter is like,
Man, she got the bread and butter.
Literally me, most of us.
Not for everybody.
Street Fighter is the Rocky statue in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
like it's the fighting game backbone. Without Street Fighter, it wouldn't be this.
That's true. But
Like it's like
It would
it's like
no 2015. This day and age, there's no Street Fighter 4.
It's Hulk Hogan.
It's Hulk Hogan right
But
now.
I want to talk about a lot of the fighters. Well,
Up and
the
coming
fighters up and coming fighters that have been coming out that have almost seemed dumbed down.
Oh
god.
Like
Shit.
for the expense of the new players in the new scene. I don't even know if that you can call it that.
Phantasm.
I don't think.
Why do I smell Marvel 3? Why do I smell Marvel 3?
Oh wait a second. I don't.
You know why.
I don't think it's dumbed down.
I wasn't gonna say Marvel 3 first. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I could have said like fucking Blaze Blue or you know.
I said no. You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
Persona. Oh,
Persona 4.
Persona is the worst part of this. Persona
Yeah.
I love the game. Don't get me wrong. And there's ways to play it without, the
Again, it
help.
looks great.
Without the help, but auto combos.
Yeah. One.
Listen.
That's just lazy.
Listen, y'all are talking about these anime fighting games, which we are talking about Blaze Blue and Persona 4. When you get time to nitty gritty of Blaze Blue and Persona 4, you still have to have skill to play that shit. Now, wait.
That's true. You gotta have.
When you're talking about auto combos, please refer to Tekken 8 Street Fighter and their fucking auto combos.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
But look, have you played Marvel?
Well, see,
Marvel is a simple ass game.
Here's
Hold on. It's a simple game. It's easy controls. Anybody could play it, right? The thing is, good players make the game impossible because it's so easy. Like we make it impossible.
Wait.
Regular people.
That's kind of the case. That is kind of the case. That's a halfway kind of case. You can say
it's so easy. It's easy for everybody. It's easier for the top players to really shit on everybody.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
To support that point, right? I have literally never lost a money match in Marvel vs. Capcom, and we play like first.
But don't play me. Don't play me. Come and take all your cash. Let me tell you this. We're talking about 4-button games.
What kind of
Well, King of Fighters is a 4-button game too.
Wait. No. King of Fighters is in a whole different category. We don't talk about King of Fighters. That's that super hot fire. We don't even talk about King of Fighters. Because King of Fighters is a 4-button game, but you still have to have skill like a motherfucker to play it.
Yeah.
But what I'm talking about is I'm talking about you can do certain things by pressing 2 buttons in Blaze Blue, or you can do an auto block or some kind of burst to keep people from doing things like that, like, you know, infinite combos and whatnot. What I'm trying to get at is that you can talk about doing automatic combos, automatic 1-button supers on Persona 4, but imagine a person who knows nothing about the game itself, don't know nothing about an air dash, or know nothing about a air grab or anything like that, and they press the buttons and they're just pushing buttons to push buttons for fuck's sake. Now imagine a person like me who actually knows how to play the game, who actually studies on where I can actually grab somebody with Kenji in the air when they're coming at me, knowing my limits, knowing what my hitboxes is, and all of that stuff. It's going to make all the people who actually play the game casually and want to jump to that other level weaker. Because they think, I can do this, I can do that. Well, go ahead and do your special. If I block it, it's going to leave you open. You ain't got shit for recovery frame, and I'm going to whoop that ass.
See,
I'm going to get in.
With that and Marvel, it doesn't make it better. When I seen that, when I first saw it, Marvel came out, it was like, no. This is like a fucking who hits first situation. You hit first, you get in, combo it out, and you're done.
Because Marvel doesn't have any kind of burst.
I had to do quarter circle 7 times to win? Fuck out of here.
That's because Marvel has no kind of. They claim to have ways to stop people from doing infinites, and then people discover ways to do infinites because the game is completely glitchy. It wasn't finished the first time it came out, and then the second time it came out, it was bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? They were like, let me put some more characters in here and add some stuff and say, okay, now we're finished the game. Same thing Street Fighter X Tekken. There's a shitload of glitches in that game, but with Street Fighter X Tekken, you can actually get a gem where you actually do an automatic combo. Wow. You press the button and actually do an automatic 6-hit combo.
You don't need a gem that anymore.
That is true.
You don't even need a
It's ridiculous. Yeah, you don't need a gem pack anymore. It's ridiculous. But in Marvel terms, yes. Whoever gets hit first,
you gotta watch the movie.
That's why every single character has like 7 fishing moves.
You don't get
we can boom. Can't be
honestly.
Can't be
games like Marvel, I think, would be better with less characters. That's just.
Well, listen. Here's the thing about Marvel 3, right? You say that you have to get in, and the first person that hits or the first person that has an opening is probably the person that's going to lose, right? Mm-hmm. Right, and then you have combat mechanics like X Factor and stuff like that, correct?
Yep.
Which is almost.
But people tell me, X Factor to prove a combo.
Give me one way you can stop Virgil from getting in on you.
No, Virgil is
Hold on.
You can't have characters like this in games, yo. The only role Virgil has in his gameplay, the only role is on coming in. That's the only role. Everything else, Virgil is like unstoppable, and that's cheap to have in a fighting game. He's only vulnerable on incoming. That's the only time he's vulnerable.
Is that true?
When is Virgil vulnerable?
When he has his swords revolve around him, just hold.
Gucci belt? Gucci belt? When he's doing the dash cross and still hitting you, open you up.
Listen. Give me one way to stop. Give me one way to stop Virgil. How do you stop Virgil?
You stop Virgil by turning the game.
You stop Virgil by, if you get that hit, you better kill him. You better kill him.
You stop Virgil by shing. That's how you stop Virgil.
You stop Virgil, turn the game off.
Now see, everybody's telling me how to stop Virgil, but nobody really got into the essence of that question. When I say give me one way to stop Virgil, everybody say you do this, you do this. Nobody once, not once did anybody say, let me find the right person to stop him. Not
There's no
one.
person.
Pick
There's
zero.
no
Right
person. There's no person.
It's actually it's an action.
Yeah, there's no
It's
person.
not a person.
Well, you want to be on incoming because everybody is basically, all right, Virgil turned their match into a 5-5.
You literally have to have X Factor stop Virgil. You literally need to X Factor cancel.
Yeah, you don't even need to because he has low health. You just need to make sure you either kill him or you catch him with a cross up on incoming. That's the only time he's
some
vulnerable.
characters can't even hit him. Hagar against Virgil?
Oh God, that's a bad matchup. Like he'll get beat if the Virgil player's ass.
Listen,
That Virgil player has to mess up.
listen, what happens if I pick Altomaretsu or Rocket Raccoon?
They're short, so it's hard to hit him, but he's
But
still gonna
Virgil
get
will
you.
still suck
He's
a
still gonna
You're telling me that. What if I get Virgil Log Trap? What happens?
You better kill him. Rocket
Oh,
Raccoon.
no, you're gonna kill him if you know how to play
What
Rocket.
characters that you have, Rocket
know how to play
Raccoon
Rocket.
he does no damage. Of his greatest combos, does no damage, and Virgil has no health.
What happens? All you have to do is find a character that gets out of that hitbox area and ground bounce Virgil. Once you do that, your assist characters can finish the work.
Your assist characters better have damage.
And
Your assist character could be Virgil.
Why does it need? Why do I need to pick a team to stop Virgil? There's no such thing. There's no such thing anyway.
I need to sacrifice characters I enjoy playing with.
Yeah, there's no such thing anyway.
Why do I
As a team to
need
stop
a
Virgil.
team to beat?
Whoa. Slow down.
But yeah,
Keep in mind here that we all people that defend Marvel too, right?
No, why are we talking about Marvel?
No.
yeah, we're getting too into.
We talking about
I
Virgil.
like Marvel, but I won't.
My point, the point that I was trying to make is that I've heard the excuse of I can't stop this person, and then I've seen people stop that motherfucker.
That may be based on a mistake. It could be based on many factors.
Yeah.
It could be based on 1,000 factors.
But at the end of the day, cheat.
What a spot on Virgil.
The biggest factor.
Be a great Virgil. Like it's just
The biggest factor I've seen stop Virgil was somebody with patience and with the right character.
Yeah, and hope.
That's the
And
fact.
he has to jump back.
And they don't sweat. Virgil. It's just like
Marvel is the type of game where patience will kill you.
Yeah.
You hold back for too long, you getting opened up. I use that shit against people. You can
have to
hold
throw
back,
your boot.
but you hold back for too long, you're gonna get open. You're gonna get overheaded. Your legs gonna get clipped. You're gonna get scooped. Something is gonna
If you don't know your character's abilities, put the controller down. If you in Marvel, if you don't know your character's abilities versus everybody else,
But the point is, your character.
You know the game in and
I want
out.
to get into that.
You can know the game in and out. Virgil and Zero,
game like
those
that
two
in and out.
characters are a problem right now. The game evolved, man. We're not even talking about Wesker bullshit. Like that was all just people complaining anyway because Wesker wasn't crazy.
That was day one.
Shit.
Wesker and Doom.
But these two characters, Virgil and Zero, right now, it's honestly they're mad cheap. They're mad. When you catch them,
have you seen Chris Redfield do his prone shot?
Yeah, I play Chris.
No, do you know what prone shot is? Then?
Yeah, I'm a Chris player, bro.
What happens when you do prone?
When you go prone, you can't get hit by a lot of shit. But prone leaves you open.
And what does he do?
When you stand up on prone, you're open.
Bad frame.
But what happens?
The best defense he has is not even prone shot. The best defense Chris has is placing mines.
What happens if you throw his? What happens if Virgil throw a sword and you do prone shot?
When you do prone shot, you're gonna miss that. When he does stinger, he'll miss his stinger.
You gotta be a fucking psychic
to be doing prone shot. Come on.
You don't have to
psychic. Everybody knows fingers.
Let's touch on another aspect. How much effort?
Wait.
How much effort would that take? That's another question.
You're over here doing prone shot. My nigga's over here playing Wesker doing quarter circle back.
Yeah.
Well, that's against Wesker.
Fine win.
I wouldn't even think
he's doing quarter circle back punch. You're over here doing down and
not
punch.
even trying to win.
Punch. Not even to win, just to protect yourself. Yeah. Exactly. And he's over here like, quarter circle back circle, pull out shit, dash up.
I'm not even talking about.
I'm
not talking about Wesker versus Chris.
No, you said
I'm talking Virgil. He's like, Helmbreaker double jump, help me, he blocked that, Helmbreaker again.
It's like it's too much work for you to play the characters you enjoy to beat overpowered characters. So people have to resort to going to SRK, checking tier lists. Oh, I'm picking the top 3.
When people
in Evo,
he gets taken through off the fucking stage.
Listen, let me tell you a quick story. Let me tell you a quick story. Do you know how many people, when I played Marvel 2, told me that Gambit was a waste of my time?
Gambit's good in Marvel 2.
Wait. Do you know how many people told me my team was Gambit, Strider, and Cable? Do you know how many people told me
that's a great team?
They told me that team was a waste of time. They told me that Gambit couldn't do much or nothing. And that team was a waste of time. They said I should rather get Spider-Man over Gambit.
I don't know how that is in Georgia, but Deuce is playing
Cable and Strider alone is good.
And Strider still was low health then too.
Ouroboros, man, as one super, Ouroboros is a one-hitter super, and you get full screen control.
I know. You have to tell me.
He has bombs.
But you know how many people told me because of tier lists that those characters wasn't gonna work?
Man.
Because of tier lists. You know how much money I took from people because of tier lists?
And this takes me right back to the whole like 09er thing that we was talking about earlier, where people are like saying that they're so good at fighters because they know all this shit.
You have to know to be good.
Oh, you mean it's like anything.
No, but like they know, Rob, but they don't know.
They don't create.
They
don't understand. They know, but they don't understand. It's like they read this shit, and it's like, oh well, such and such a thing can happen. Like
learning the game of learning combos and everything, and knowing fighting games, like knowing how to block, knowing fundamentals, knowing fundamental footage that will help you in every fighting game.
I know people that can tell the difference between a link and a chain, so don't even feel bad. I look at them. They're really good at the fighting game, but they can't tell the difference between a link and a chain. They don't know because they don't know that terminology. They don't know what it is, but they do it every day.
All right, guys, just to move on a little bit, I want to talk about like Quan was talking about newer fighters, not just mainstream fighters, but like indie fighters, like fucking Skullgirls, like
awesome.
Even Dive Kick. Dive Kick is getting the following out of nowhere. Like,
because it's a community game.
And it's like you see the people, you recognize them. And then Skullgirls. I played Skullgirls for the first time maybe like a week ago. I think you guys saw I posted a picture in Wii Game of me trying the tutorial. Like the fuck is going on. That game, I love that game, man.
Skullgirls is awesome. I'm glad it got a resurgence. And Skullgirls is the Marvel 2 of 2013. I love that game. It has a place in my heart, just like Arcade of Hearts. Unfortunately, there are some people in the community that are creepy as fuck. Unfortunately, it's like me playing Arcade of Hearts at like 2 a.m. and just coming across people sending me messages about, yo, how do you feel about this, and this? I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Go to bed with your lowly pillow. And get out my face, cuz I ain't about that shit. I'm trying to play a fighting game.
Unfortunately, all female fighters eventually fail.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I wouldn't say they fail because Arcade of Hearts has a good following. Skullgirls has a fantastic.
Arcade of
Hearts is dead.
Hey, listen, I play Arcade of Hearts with a bunch of people all the time on PSN. Arcade of Hearts 3. I play with a lot of people all the time.
I would go as far as to say there are more people on Connor's event than.
You want me to tell you a game? You want me to tell you a fighting game that's dead?
Huh?
You want me to tell you a fighting game that's completely dead?
What?
Battle Fantasia.
Oh God! That died at launch.
I didn't know that was a fighter.
Me and Dario.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty good fight.
On PSN, right? And there was only 2 people online. And when we went to scan,
one of them was me.
Wow.
I'll tell you a story right now on Connor Hearts. Fucking, you know, Andre Lombard, right? Twisted Jago.
Yeah.
Yo, I first saw Connor Heart in Chinatown Fair. I'm like, what is this? This looks kind of cool. You know, it has all girls, but I don't give a fuck. I played against this man, motherfucking Infinite Me with fucking Lilith, and I was
that Lilith.
Dude, I was like, fuck you, dude. Why are you picking the card where you fucking get extra jumps and shit?
With fire, son.
Yeah, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. So he's like, yo, dude, you want me to teach you this? He teaches me the game, right? And I'm like, yo, this is hot. Yo. And then he's like, oh, this tournament. He's doing this shit by himself, right?
What's the game?
Within like weeks later, No one's playing that shit.
Shit, Arcana got killed. Arcana got bodied.
I'm like,
they had sequels and
I'm
it got
asking,
bodied.
You know why though?
Huh?
You know why? The creeps in the community ruined it for people.
That's one
The
aspect.
creepy ass people in the community who was like, "Oh, I like this game, but not for the fighting, you weird motherfucker."
Yeah. Hey, leave David alone.
Hey man, Speaking of, there are websites dedicated to Arcana Heart characters, like getting fisted.
Oh, that's fucked up.
That's messed up.
All right.
You will go online.
The internet has some dark places, dog. Dark places.
Oh yeah.
What do you think makes like Street Fighter, Marvel, KOF? Those are like the big guys, you know, Guilty Gear. Those are
the two Ds.
The big guys, you know, these are things that we all know. So there's always going to be
the
around.
past big guys.
Yeah, they are still going to be the big guys.
There's like 5 Guilty Gear players.
When Guilty Gear third drops, it's gonna come back.
That's gonna
When third drops, I mean, it's PSN, it's PS exclusive, dog.
And then because the last Guilty Gear, what is it, XX Reload or whatever, that's still mad funny.
Accent Core Plus.
Oh yeah, but I don't remember a lot of people playing that.
Not a lot of people are playing it, but we still here.
I didn't know this was the last game everybody was playing, and it was just like
they came out with Blaze. The first Blaze Blue was good.
Oh my god,
that was a good game.
Was good game.
Continuum Shift. Oh no.
You know why it wasn't good? Because they was ripping you out your money. You might as well just wait till Chrono Phantasm came out at the end of the series.
Let's remake an Android 3 times because... No, that's the answer because... Just add him as a new character.
My problem with Blaze has just been the characters, really. Like, I love the game. Like, the mechanics and everything that they added in the game. I feel like the characters, though, were like shells of actual characters. What makes Guilty Gear hot was that all the characters had so much style. BB, those characters are like, all the characters are like archetypes. They're not actual characters. They're like representations of memes.
I like Bang.
Yeah,
Bang is characters.
Bang is cool.
Bang is my main.
And Guilty Gear.
You remember Guilty? Those dudes are cool.
You know when Guilty Gear first came out, people was talking about the characters like what's the chick in the fucking the nun girl?
Bridget.
It's a dude.
That's a dude. I'm like, that's a dude. I'm like, and they're like, oh, you gotta watch anime. I don't recall it anime. And it's like, it's a story behind this. I'm like, where do you get this from? And it's like all this shit going on, like Eddie and the dude the pool. I forgot the name. Sorry, the dude the pool.
Venom.
And then all these dudes, like this dude likes him, but he's in love with his wife that died or some shit.
It was crazy, but it was like
crazy, exactly. But it was awesome because mainstream fighters didn't have stories like that.
Yeah.
All we had was Ryu fighting for no reason. Fighting back for no reason.
Sagat, Rage Quit, and Shadow
Exactly.
You to go be a family man.
Exactly. That's all we had. And now you had Guilty Gear giving this trait so bad guy being a dick, but you love him. You have Kai being the good guy, but you hate him.
Let's not forget Charlie being killed in all 3 alphas.
The best thing about Charlie is when people was like, "That's Blanca."
Yeah.
That story was
good
awesome.
times.
That is
That
awesome.
was great. That was one of the greatest trolls ever.
And Capcom did not like.
Oh, another great troll, not related to. Oh, still related to fighting games.
Akuma
and RE2.
Akuma doing Hadouken.
Wait, what?
These mad pixels.
What?
You never heard that?
Yeah,
Dude's like, yo, Akuma was in Resident Evil 2.
They had screenshots of Akuma doing Hadouken.
This was before Photoshop was widely used.
So this is real.
These guys made screenshots that looked like it was
the way to get Akuma was so unrealistic.
You had to beat the game with no sprays and just a knife.
Like 6 times.
So it was like those fake pictures of Alex and Sushi Fighter 4.
Yeah, it was April Fool's.
Those pictures.
And they said it was April Fool's like 2 years later.
Yeah.
So
they had niggas still trying to unlock it.
Wow, fuck you, Capcom. More new fighters.
I thought I would have been the first person to say that.
We've said it many times.
Oh, let's not get on.
I think everybody in the chat. I think all the 6 men in this room have said "fuck you, Capcom" at least.
We're gonna save this for the wrap up.
Let's run through, like you said, the main games. Let's
Exactly.
run through the main companies.
Also, the main companies and stuff. What makes them main? Is it just the fact that they have the money to be like, "Yo, Evo, put this on"?
Yep.
Kinda.
Bingo. You don't need to talk about it anymore. You got it.
SNK Playmore. They went broke and they still broke. Yeah. But it's just the fact that they deliver quality games and they always did.
But they pushed it while they were still big. Yeah. So they already had that following. They already had that son.
SBC Chaos?
Oh, God. I love that game, but that game
died a week after it came out.
Capcom Fighting Jam.
Oh, God. That game was trash, though.
Red Earth.
That game's awful.
But let's say
Red Earth.
Red Earth.
Oh, man. Hyper bomb on dinosaurs.
One nigga had lion in that bitch.
But let's say a company pushes the Bleach fighting game or the Naruto fighting game or even Budokai or whatever.
It better be SNK and it better be 2D.
Now, if they push Budokai with money behind it and Budokai becomes a staple in Evo, do you think that would make Budokai official?
Nah.
It depends. It all depends on the gameplay.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, those games are still fighters to me because I played them. Not Naruto. I played Budokai games.
I'm going to contradict myself.
Yeah, actually have stuff in there.
I'm going to contradict myself and say this. I'm going to contradict myself and say it. Super Smash Brothers. The head director over there said, we're not making any more Super Smash Brothers games for the foreseeable future. While he said that, they was already working on it for the Wii U.
Now, talk about Super Smash Brothers.
I thought you wasn't talking about Super Smash Brothers.
I just said I'm going to
about Super Smash Brothers. We brought it up earlier.
Now,
I brought it up. I hope Smash is a fighter.
Do you think
kinda
the fact that Smash is only on Nintendo products hampers it?
Oh, definitely.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
If Smash is on Xbox and PS3, would it be a bigger fighter?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Would have been by far bigger
but
fighter.
then again, we saw PlayStation also.
That doesn't relate. Like
that died too.
Like
that was
Smash doesn't relate. That doesn't relate straight to like the fighting game community. That has to do with like society's general stigma against Nintendo, saying like, oh, this shit's for kids, and they don't really like see all the shit that goes on in this game. I mean, I was playing Smash Brothers for the past 4 months, and my thumbs nearly broke. Like, I swear to God.
We know you a Smash Brothers fanboy, AJ.
I am.
I know Project M. I know Project M. I know.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. Smash Brothers was the breakout child of Evo last year.
No, Smash Brothers is a fun game, but I would never classify Smash Brothers as a fighter.
Well, why?
It's a fighter.
You want me to tell you why? I'll tell you why.
The community made it legit enough that it's a fighter. The
Smash Bros. Community will say it's a fighter, but the FGC say it's not a fighter. And let me tell you why I say that.
That's bullshit. Look at the work you put in Smash. Did you watch
Smash is a fun game.
You gotta respect Smash. When dudes have grabs, do you remember the finna grab with the ice climbers? How bullshit that is? And then how dudes got around that? Let me kill Nana and wipe you off the fucking floor. How is that not a fighter?
Wait, let me show you. There are certain things that are classified as a fighter, and certain qualifications you have to meet to be considered as a fighting game. I think Smash is a combat battle party game.
You just made a new genre.
Yes. I'm kinetic hard. I can do that. I just created a new genre. It is a combat-based party game. I think it is. It's just like. Okay, your block bubble can go down. You go high damage up, and then you get popped up in the air, drop down to the ground, and you bust like a bubble. The game has Pikachu in it. So I'm definitely not gonna call it a fighter.
That was a point.
Hey,
that one.
But it is a fun game.
My mistake was that.
That's my brawl. This dude just insulted my brawl, mate. That's just...
Listen. I'm not insulting Brawl, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that Brawl is a 100% legitimate fighting game. I'm not gonna do it. But that's not an insult.
Brawl is not a fighting game. That's just like
Stadium a fighting game.
That's a thumb. That's a thumb workout. That's just a thumb workout. I'm like
X-Men Next Dimension is not a fighting game.
Brawl is not a fighting game.
Alright, what about
you mean like
A fighting game. A fighting game.
Yo, Rob, hold up. Yo, Rob. What about a game like Psychic Force, yo? What do you think about Psychic Force?
Psychic Force is a combat style party game.
Nah.
Well, you know what? I accept that. You know what? This is an opinion. Like, that's not the definition of what a fighting game is.
I mean, it's not
A fighting game is a fighting game.
but it's still two people.
No, but
It's still combos.
Yeah, this fighting, Streets of Rage. Does that
no,
make that a
combos
fighting
was
game?
not originally a part of fighting game.
It's two people.
It was two
Three or
people,
four.
life bars. Whoever's life bar goes down loses.
And that's
So
that's
Pokemon is a
Psychic Force.
fighting game?
Hey?
You have to have a set block.
Pokemon.
There's certain things you have to have, and it's usually
No,
listen.
Pokemon has combos now. So
Listen, Naruto and Dragon Ball Z, Budokai Tenkaichi are not fighting games.
How's that? It's
They
one
are. They are. They're just
Real
not.
talk.
They're
Have
just
you
not.
ever seen a real arcade machine?
They're not
That
very
doesn't-
technical,
wait,
but
that
they
doesn't
still
make it a
fighting
fighter.
games.
Arcade machine does not make it a
Yeah.
fighter, you know?
How many times have you seen a Dragon Ball? Now, Dragon Ball Z had a fighter, believe it or not. Remember that? Remember that? That was a fighting game.
Like, I played Final Battle when I played the new ones. It's not that different, man. Like, it's different, but the fundamentals are still there.
Budokai is way better than Final Bout.
I'm
Final Battle is over.
not saying English is better than either.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that they're basically the same shit when you come down to it. Like,
Oh!
how you can block fucking.
But the
high
thing
blast
is,
and
if
shit.
one is a fighter and one isn't,
Yeah, they're all fighters. Like even the arcade, Psychic Force was in the arcade. Virtual One was in the arcade.
Psychic Force, I would not still consider it a fighting game. Even though it was an arcade, that's because it was in the era of Virtual Fighter.
okay, I'm gonna test the logic.
Skullgirls wasn't in the
I'm gonna
fighting.
test the logic now.
fighting.
Final
Hey,
fight.
Skullgirls is definitely 100% a fighter, though.
All right,
It wasn't in the
final
arcade,
fight.
though.
Final fight.
that was a spawn of the fighting game.
hold on.
How would that not be a fighting game?
Hold on. Final fight.